Okay, so hopefully everyone can hear me now. So just to double check on things, go ahead and type the word kiwis in the chat. So the word kiwis, type that in the chat. There's a bit of a lag or a bit of a delay before it gets sent to the streaming, so it might take me about 30 seconds to react to the chat. All right. Thank y'all very much. So let's go ahead and get started then. Welcome to our award ceremony. I just want to start off with thanks to all of y'all for the season, and welcome to, yes, the New England Mid-Atlantic Academic Decathlon Award Ceremony for our state finals, or potentially you could call it our region finals in 2022. This competition has taken place both last weekend and this weekend. Last weekend we had both Maryland and Virginia competing. This weekend we had Connecticut competing. I was really looking forward to, we were all looking forward to, I think, Connecticut being able to compete in person. I'm so sorry that didn't get a chance to happen because of the weather today, but I'm glad that we had the infrastructure available at least to switch to virtual with relative ease. So thank you all so much for your patience. I'm sorry for the disappointment. But, next year, really cross my fingers that we can all get together and do this again in person, if the weather allows us. That's, being in New England, Mid-Atlantic in February and March sometimes, it doesn't happen. So that's all right. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving through all of the different events that we've had. We're going to be awarding bronze through gold, so third through first place, including any ties, for every GPA category. So that's honors, classic, and varsity, as well as a different alternate category for alternates, so students who were not on the main team. But first, let's do a little bit of a recognition of what teams exactly are competing here today. So competing teams, we had 7 total teams facing off against each other. So in Connecticut, we've got Amity Regional High School, we've got New Fairfield High School, and we've got Weston High School. So those are our Connecticut teams. In Maryland, we've got Winston Churchill High School and Thomas S. Wooten High School. And then over in Virginia, we have got the Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology and the Yorktown High School. So these are our 7 teams competing. The way it's going to work is our top team. So the single top team from each of these 3 states is going to get an invitation to nationals, which of course was originally supposed to be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this year. But as we all know, unfortunately, due to COVID-19, etc., it is now going to take place online. But that said, nationals and advancing nationals is still an incredible distinction. So keep that in mind as we go through our awards today. All right, so we're going to move through all the 10 different event categories. And we're going to start off with math. All right, so the math test, the first test that was taken, whether it was this morning or last weekend. And as I said before, we're going to start off with the bronze medals. We're going to go alternate, varsity, scholastic, and honors. First with bronze, then scholastic, then first with bronze, then silver, and then honors. No, I messed it up again. Bronze, then silver, then gold. You get the point. Okay, am I building enough tension? Let's see our bronze medal winners. In the alternate division, from Thomas Jefferson, Srimaya Pedinti. And varsity, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. We've got a 2-way tie for scholastic from Weston, Akila Koma. And from Amity, Elise Sheehy. And then in honors, from Thomas Jefferson, Linda Tong. So these are our bronze medal winners. You're going to get these nice fancy 2-inch medals shipped to you in the mail, or shipped to your school in the mail in another month or so. So that's bronze, our 3rd place winners. Now on to our silver winners for these 4 different categories in math. In alternate, from Thomas Jefferson, Yashna Hazija. And varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Nicholas Bonanno. And in honors, from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. Now to our top mathematic students of the day, or of the last week also. In the alternate division, from Weston, Dwight Coiner. And varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. So congrats, these are all of our math winners for the day. Now let's move on to the second event, which was music. So usually music does come with a listening selection for the first 12 questions. Since we were online and remote, we weren't able to do this, but still we were able to take the music test. And these are our third place winners for each of the categories. In bronze, alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Lindsay Huang. In varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. Now on to silver. In the alternate division from Thomas Jefferson, Ashwika Chandu. And varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic from Thomas Wooten, Ivan Wang. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Linda Tong. Now for our top musicians of the day, in gold alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Audrey Chernetsky. And varsity from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic from Weston, Kiona Patel. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. So congrats to all of our music winners. Again, you will each get bronze, silver, or gold medals sent to you in the mail. And our third event of the day is economics. So the economics tests were pretty difficult this year compared to previous years. Let's see who came out on top. We've got a two-way tie, an alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Ashwika Chandu, and from Weston, Dwight Coiner. Two-way tie in varsity from Churchill, Hung Dian Tang, and from Weston, Mark Wilkinson. And scholastic from Weston, Akila Koma. And in honors from Weston, George Lord. So congrats to our bronze winners. Now on to silver, an alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Audrey Chernetsky. A two-way tie in varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And in scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Nicholas Bonanno. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. Now on to our gold economics winners, the top scorers in economics from the alternate division from Churchill, Matthew Hager. In varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. So congrats to all of our econ winners. Now it's on to the fourth event, which is science. So for science, let's go ahead and take a look at our bronze winners. We've got a two-way tie for alternates, both from Thomas Jefferson, Miriam Antony, and Ashwika Chandu. And varsity from Weston, Mark Wilkinson. And scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors from Yorktown, Lucy Shorman. On to silver, two-way tie in alternate division, both from Wooten, Angela Zhang, and Ritvik Thakur. And varsity from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic from Amity, Senna Ho. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. Now on to our gold science winners, in alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Yashna Hazia. And varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. We've got a two-way tie, and scholastic from Wooten, Ivan Wang, and from Weston, Kiona Patel. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. So those are our top science winners. Now it's on to literature, the fifth event of the day. So in literature, our bronze winners, an alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Ashwika Chandu, and varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. We've got a two-way tie in scholastic bronze literature from Weston, Akila Koma, and from New Fairfield, Galen Goodemond. And in honors from Wooten, Christopher Lee. Our silver literature winners in the alternate division from Thomas Jefferson, Siddhita Krishnan, and varsity from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic from Wooten, Ivan Wang. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. Now for our top literature winners, our gold medals region champions, an alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Audrey Chernetsky. And varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. So congrats to all of our literature winners, and this marks the halfway point in our individual events for the day. So now let's look at art. For the art test, in bronze, alternate from Thomas Jefferson, Yashna Hazija. And varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic from Weston, Akila Koma. And in honors, from Yorktown, Lucy Shorman. In silver, alternate, from Thomas Jefferson, Audrey Charnetsky. In varsity, from Churchill, Lily Miller. And scholastic, from Weston, Kiona Patel. And we've got a two-way tie in honors. For silver, from Wooten, Christopher Lee. And from New Fairfield, Ryan Rodriguez. And now our top art winners of the day, we've got a two-way tie in alternate, both from Wooten, Brian Shia, and Ritvik Thakur. And in varsity, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic, from Wooten, Ivan Wang. And a two-way tie for a top honors score in art, both from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang, and Joanna Chung. So congrats to our top art winners. Now it's on to the final written test of the day, social science. And so we've got a two-way tie in alternate, both from Thomas schools, from Thomas Jefferson, Audrey Charnetsky, and from Wooten, Daniel Yu. And varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic, from Weston, Akila Koma. And in honors, from Thomas S. Wooten, Christopher Lee. On to our silver social science winners in the alternate division. We've got a two-way tie from Thomas S. Wooten. We've got Brian Shia and Ritvik Thakur. And varsity, from Churchill, Lily Miller. And scholastic, from Wooten, Ivan Wang. And a two-way tie in honors from Yorktown, Lucy Shorman. And from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. And now on to our top social scientists. An alternate division, from Weston, Dwight Coyner. And varsity, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors, from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. So congratulations, that wraps up the 7 written tests. And now it is on for the essay event. So after a week deliberating, our essay judges have gotten back to us on the top essay scores. In the alternate division, from Thomas Jefferson, Miriam Antony. And varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors, from Yorktown, Elise Beasley. Now onto our silver essayists and alternate division, from Thomas Jefferson, Sadita Krishnan. And varsity, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. We've got a two-way tie and scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Nicholas Bonanno. And from Amity, Senna Ho. And then in honors, from Weston, Luca O'Neill. Now for our gold champion essay writers in the alternate division, from Thomas Jefferson, Elliot Lee, with Ashley the top essay score of the entire competition. And varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic, from Weston, Kiona Patel. And in honors, from Wooten, Christopher Lee. So congrats to all of our top writers of the day. And now it's on to our speech events. So speech, this is just going to be between varsity, scholastic, and honors. Alternates did not do speech and interview. So it's just between these 3 divisions. And in bronze, and varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And scholastic, from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And in honors, from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung. Up in silver, in varsity, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic, from Weston, Kiona Patel. And a two-way tie in honors, from Yorktown, Lucy Shorman. And from Wooten, Catherine Chow. And now for our top speech givers, our gold champions. In varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic, from Amity, Anshul Bahel. And in honors, from Churchill, Raymond Ma. So congrats to our top speakers. Now it's on to interview, our final of the 10 events of the day. So starting off in varsity, bronze, from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And scholastic, from Amity, Anshul Bahel. And in honors, from Amity, Celine Ho. Now up to silver in varsity, from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. And scholastic, from Amity, Senna Ho. And a two-way tie in honors, from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. And from Thomas Wooten, Christopher Lee. Now for our gold champions in interview, in the varsity division, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. And scholastic, from Weston, Kiona Patel. And in honors, from Yorktown, Elise Beasley. Now, on to, before we get to the overall scores, something that we'd like to do up here is a special subjective medal event. And so essentially what this is tallying the total top scores for the essay, speech, and interview events combined. And so this is going to be out of a total of 3,000 points, 1,000 for each of those three so-called subjective events that are judged by judges, essay, speech, and interview. So these are the top scores from total all three of these events that did the best overall at communication skills. So let's take a look at our bronze medal winners. In varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis, and scholastic from Amity, Anshul Bahal, and in honors from Churchill, Raymond Ma. In silver from varsity from Weston, Sabrina Capella, and scholastic from Amity, Senna Ho, and in honors from Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. And our top decathletes in the subjectives categories of the day, in varsity from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers, and scholastic from Weston, Kyuna Patel, and in honors from Thomas Wooten, Christopher Lee. And that wraps up all of our individual events. Now it is time to take a look at individual overall. So these are the top scores when added together, all of their 10 events. So this is out of a total of 10,000 points, 1,000 points for each event. And we're going to be recognizing first the top three varsities, then the top three scholastics, and then the top three honors. So we're going to take a look first at our overall top varsities. Remember, these are the top total out of all 10 events from each of the teams competing today and last weekend. So our third overall varsity from this competition, from Thomas Jefferson, Christian Cluis. In silver, our second overall varsity from Weston, Sabrina Capella. And our top overall varsity, eking out a gold by just 5.5 points, from Thomas Jefferson, Tegan Powers. Congratulations to our top varsities of the day. Now it's on to our top scholastics. Starting off with our bronze scholastic, of course. Third place, from Thomas S. Wooten, Ivan Wang. And silver, our second overall scholastic from Weston, Kyuna Patel. And our top scholastic from Thomas Jefferson, Erica Ramirez. And now time to recognize our top three honors. And so starting off with our bronze third place overall honors from Thomas S. Wooten High School, Christopher Lee. Our second overall honors from Thomas Jefferson High School, Joanna Chung. And our top honors and highest scoring person at this competition today, from Thomas Jefferson High School, Laura Zhang. Congratulations to our top overall scores from all 10 events. This is no small feat. And so what we're going to do first, before we get onto the overall team scores, let's take a look at the 7K Club. And so what this is essentially is, from every year from now on, what we'll be doing is recognizing all of those students who break the 7,000 point barrier. So the 7,000 point barrier indicates a great amount of time and effort and dedication spent in order to achieve this goal. And so what we will do is we've got these this year special, even bigger medals, so 2.5 inches. We've got bronze ones for those of y'all who hit 7,000 points. We've got silver for those of y'all who hit 8,000 points, and gold medals on reserve for anyone who breaks the legendary 9,000 point barrier. And so let's take a look today at our inductions into the 7K Club. And those inductions are both also in the 8K Club, both from Thomas Jefferson, Joanna Chung, and Laura Zhang, our top two honors of the day. So congratulations. You're going to get snazzy new silver 8K medals along with all of your other medals that you've picked up. So congratulations. And now let's look at the top scorers by team. So from each of the 7 teams, this will be recognizing, you get this nice little ribbon, recognizing that you were the top scorer from your team as a whole. And so going through from Amity High School, Celine Ho. From Churchill, Raymond Ma. From New Fairfield, Galen Goodamond. From Thomas Jefferson, Laura Zhang. From Thomas Wooten, Christopher Lee. From Weston, George Lord. And from Yorktown, Lucy Shoreman. So congrats to all of these top scorers from each of these teams. Now it's time to look at our top teams, our top 3 teams of today's competition, who are also the 3 state champions that we've got here today. Each of these 3 teams has earned an invitation to what would usually be the in-person nationals, what is this year going to be an online competition, but nonetheless still an incredible achievement and recognition. So starting off with our third place team, which is our Maryland State Champions with a score of 23,433.5 points. It's Winston Churchill High School. Congrats to Churchill High School. Now, second place, our Connecticut State Champions with a score of 31,692.8 points, Weston High School. Congrats to Weston High School. Now, our top overall team and our Virginia State Champions of the day with a score of 38,561.5 points. It's Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. Congrats to TJ. And thank you to all of y'all who have participated today and made this year so incredible and fantastic. I know that this was not an optimal year. There were lots of different things that we had to work through. Not being able to have in-person competitions, everything just being kind of spread out. But thank you for having the patience for coming with us. Decathletes, thank you for everything that you've done. Coaches, I can't thank you enough for everything that you have done to make this happen for your students. And if any judges who were judging today, volunteering your time today or last weekend are here watching this, thank you so much for all of your work. The students, the coaches, cannot overstate how much we appreciate this. So thank you so much to all of y'all. Have a fantastic evening. And I'm hitting send on the email with the scores right now. So coaches, you should be receiving those scores in your inbox. And I'll try to post them on the Massachusetts Academic Decathlon website shortly as well. So thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening and good night. Ooh.